One of the other things that I think is really special about ensemble music making of any kind is that it gets us back in touch with what it means to be a human. And we reconnect with poetry and spiritual text, and we reconnect with making art with our bodies. We create this sound in our mouths. It's just incredible to think about the human connectedness that comes as a result of ensemble music making. It's all about family. And we can't be connected to our families with a device in our hands. This is 2 hours a week when we can step away from our Facebook and our Snapchat and our Twitter connections and really make truly human connections again. It's a little bit surreal to think back on 10 years worth of concerts. Our first year started with 1 adult mixed choir, and our 10th season closes with 9 ensembles having given season finale performances. You know, and when I think back, the first one is special and memorable. That was a concert called Songs of Faith, Hope, and Love, which we reprised in theme for the beginning of our 10th anniversary season, and we called it Legacy. Songs of Faith, Hope, and Love Revisited. But if I had to pick a singular moment artistically, I think it would be the collaboration that we did with Orchestra Omaha on September 11th, 2011, where we joined forces and performed a work called Memorial that was composed by American composer Renee Clausen as a memorial for the victims of the September 11th attacks. It was a really powerful evening and a poignant piece of art that we struggled emotionally to prepare. We also sang some other patriotic music that night, and I think provided our singers and our audience with a cathartic experience that reminded us of that terrible tragedy, but also in a very tangible way reminded us of what can be born out of that tragedy. And once again, that human connectedness, that relationship, that special bond that happens when we are willing to be vulnerable with one another. And there's no better art than choral music for vulnerability. In 2012, our master chorale was invited to participate at a regional choral festival in Decorah, Iowa, beautiful town. And we got hotel reservations made and then found out that they had not been put into the computer. So about a week before we were to take 50 adults to Iowa for a 2-day festival, we were scrambling to find a place to stay and ended up at a hotel in Decorah, which was great, close to the campus where we were going to be having our event. And when we got there, it was not quite what the website had purported it to be. The website said that it had had a multi-million-dollar renovation recently, that there was a new restaurant, a beautiful indoor pool. And when we got there, it was sort of like a compound. And it smelled as though it hadn't been cleaned with anything but bleach since maybe the 1960s. Really sort of a sketchy experience. So I was really sort of down about it and frustrated on behalf of my singers, felt like I hadn't done a very good job. But they absolutely made the best of that experience. A couple of folks went to Walmart in town and bought some supplies so that they could lead a haunted hotel tour that night that people kind of enjoyed and got to go on. We had a great time singing with 4 other community choirs from the Midwest, Wisconsin, Iowa, Kansas, and Nebraska. And really, to their credit, the singers made the best of what could have been a kind of a yucky situation. That was 5 years ago, and our singers are still talking about the trip to Decorah and the shady hotel. So the beautiful memories are made when we're spending time together. I guess that's the lesson to be learned. In 2015, we opened a studio to serve the needs of students who were interested in private lessons. In 2016, we opened a second location, the first in Ralston and the second in West Omaha at 192nd and Q. with a fully degreed faculty, people who are capable, qualified, passionate about one-on-one instruction. As we close our 10th season, I can look back with pride at the work that we've done to, I hope, make an impact on the artistic community in Omaha, to make a real meaningful impact on our members and on their families, on our audience members. And so as I look forward to what's coming, I guess my hope is that we continue to ask the question, how can we be of service? And that those answers lead us to new and exciting endeavors, to improving what we're already doing, and maybe to trying something that we haven't even considered yet.